is civilization? What makes up a civilization? What's crucial? What's not needed? Why did nomads stop being nomads? These are all questions that we will answer in today's lesson. My name is Mr. Reece, and I am one of the world history teachers at Whiting High School. And today we're going to talk about what makes up a civilization. So before we begin, I want you to go to Google Classroom and open up the assignment called Civilization Starter Kit. Do that now. So now that you're there, I want you to try and define the term civilization in your own words in the PreStep. Don't look it up, this is just what you think. Write it down and I'll see you in 10 seconds. Okay, so hopefully you have something written down. So now I want to go over step 0, which is what my definition of civilization is. That definition, according to me, is the stage of human social and cultural development and organization that is considered most advanced for that time period. So today, as much as I hate to say it, my beloved Nintendo 64 is not considered a part of today's civilization because of the new technology that is coming out like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. But have you ever played Mario Kart though? That game is lit. By the way, which console are you wanting to get? PS5 or Xbox Series X? Let me know. Now that I've gotten off of my video game tangent, let's move to step 1. So in this section, I want you to spend a little bit of time thinking about what would go into a civilization that is just starting in the Neolithic age. If you get stuck, think about what you need to survive and what you need to have to thrive as a society. There should be about 15 or so that you need. Take a moment and pause the video to do this. So now that you're done, let's compare your list to a couple from mine. The first thing I would say is that civilization needs a water source. The purpose of having water is because you need to live. On top of that, other species such as deer, boar, and other meats also need water, so it makes hunting easier for you. You can bathe and wash clothes as well, which helps with hygiene. This is also a friendly reminder to wear deodorant and shower today. Your family will appreciate it. And finally, the last thing that water does is that it makes the ground surrounding it fertile. What does that mean? It means that people can grow crops and have another food source. The second thing I would add to the list is shelter. The purpose of shelter is to protect you from the elements such as heat and cold. The third thing that you can add to this section is people. You need people to be in a civilization because to keep the social and cultural developments going, you need generations upon generations of people to thrive in that society. If reproduction does not happen, those social and cultural developments cease to exist and civilization stops. The fourth thing I would add are weapons. This is pretty self-explanatory, but if you need purposes, there are two. First, you can hunt with weapons to get food and fur pelts for clothing. And second, for defense from other violent tribes. The fifth thing I would add is clothing. Other than the fact that people don't want to see nudeness, it also protects you from the elements and protects you from attacks from arrows, spears, and clubs. So that's just 5 of the many that can be on the Civilization Starter Kit. There's a lot more, but now I want you to compare your list to the suggestions I made. What things are similar, what things are different, I'll see you in 10 seconds. Now that you've done that, I want you to go to the final step. In this step, I want you to rank the top 10 things that you need to start a civilization. Starting with number 1 as the most important, I want you to identify items from your list and mine that are necessary for civilizations to thrive. After you have identified those items and where they rank, I want you to defend your picks and where they stand. That means explaining in detail why you picked the item. What purposes does it serve in the civilization? And why it is so much more important over other items. If you answer those questions, you'll be just fine. If you have any questions or concerns about this assignment, please either drop into Google Meet in your classroom or send an email to either Mr. Harnu or I. Have a great day. Bye.